Well, I believe we have some power over who we love. It isn't something that just happens to a person.
I think the poets might disagree.
Well, I'm not a poet. I'm just a woman.
Ooh.
And as a woman, there's no way for me to make my own money.
Damn, that line though.
Not enough to earn a living or to support my family.
Especially back in the day.
And if I had my own money, which I don't, that money would belong to my husband the moment we got married. And if we had children, they would be his, not mine.
Crazy.
That's
they
true.
would be his property. So don't sit there and tell me that marriage isn't an economic proposition, because it is. It may not be for you, but it most certainly is for me.
And I love that authenticity, and I feel like our society lost that.
Yeah.
I'm working on a novel. It is a story of my life and my sisters.
Collabing with my boys Uzman and Lou.
What's up, man? FoSquad in the building.
Hey.
I watched Little Woman yesterday. It's fucking amazing. Like it's so heartfelt. They haven't watched it yet. 4 sisters who live, I think, around in the 1800s.
For sure.
And they have this beautiful relationship, and they go through life together. I just give you guys a preface.
Yeah.
They go through life together. They have their mom. Their dad is in the war, and they very poor. But they're giving everything to people who are even poorer than them.
Wow.
Plus,
I see why you like
all these 4 girls are artists. One of them is plays the piano, plays musical instruments.
Probably.
One of them is a drawer. One of them draws. One of them is an actress. And the one who's the main character, who we see it almost through her eyes, is the one writing. And she actually writes the story of these 4 sisters.
Nice.
True story? Is it a true story?
It's a true story. It's based on her life. And she said in the movie, I write happy stories because my life was challenging. Which I thought was beautiful.
You described it perfectly. Now I'm interested.
Thank you.
Like, yeah, wow.
And well, they have to go through so much, and also one of their sisters dies in the movie.
Okay, so now you're spoiling. Now you're spoiling.
Well, I don't think okay, we're gonna go through it. Okay, we're gonna go through it. Is it?
Yeah. I've always known I would marry rich. Why should I be ashamed of that?
There's nothing to be ashamed of, as long as you love
Oh, it's kind of like an
I
old
believe we have
school
some
setting,
power over
right?
who we love. It isn't something that just happens to a person.
I think the poets might disagree.
Well, I'm not a poet. I'm just a woman.
Ooh.
And as a woman, there's no way for me to make my own money.
Damn, that line though.
Not enough to earn a living or to support my family.
Especially back in the day.
And if I had my own money, which I don't, that money would belong to my husband the moment we got married. And if we had children, they would be his, not mine.
Crazy.
That's
they
true.
would be his property. So don't sit there and tell me that marriage isn't an economic proposition, because it is. It may not be for you, but it most certainly is for me.
Mic drop. Isn't that the mic drop?
Yeah.
Bro, like she's such a good actress too. I love her so much.
It's a powerful clip.
What I love about it is all these women through that time go through what she's going through, right? So I can only have a good life or be financially abundant if I marry rich. That's been like, that's a theme throughout the whole movie.
Makes sense.
But the thing about these sisters is that you still have a choice. So they see the choice between, okay, I could marry rich, or I could stay true to myself and marry the person that I love. And that is like a theme that happens throughout, plus the bond of the sisters.
A lot of food.
Is it fairies? Santa Claus. No, it's all not March. Mr. Lawrence Santa Claus plays grandfather?
Yes.
Why?
He saw you giving your Christmas breakfast away and he wanted you to enjoy the day.
But I thought he was a mean old man.
So generous of him. His grandson Laurie put the idea into his head. I know he did. We should make friends with him. Boys scare me. And that big old house scares me.
Jenny Snow says that Mr. Lawrence disowned his son after he went off with an Italian woman, and now his grandson is an orphan, and he spends all of his time in that house locked up with his tutor.
He's a very kind man who lost his little girl when she was only a child. And now his son as well.
His daughter died? That's so sad.
But doesn't Laurie just seem so romantic? He's half Italian.
Half Italian.
You remind me of myself.
So who are these two?
So this is the mom and this is Jo the daughter. She's the writer.
I'm angry nearly every day of my life.
You are?
I'm not patient by nature. But with nearly 40 years of effort, I'm learning to not let it get the better of me.
Well, I'll do the same then.
I hope you'll do a great deal better than me. There are some natures too noble to curb and too lofty to bend.
So would you like to dance with me?
I can't because
Because of what?
you won't tell.
They're not allowed to, man. Yeah, I figured.
I scorched my dress, see? There. And Meg told me to keep still so no one would see it. You can laugh if you want to, it's funny, I know.
I have an idea of how we can manage.
That's illegal.
Oh, she's gonna get caught.
You think so?
Probably not gonna show it, but I don't know.
Okay, that's not dancing. It's just jumping up and down.
But they had fun. So the guy is Lauren. He's the neighbor's. You guys saw the big house where they brought the food over.
Yeah.
That's the neighbor's son,
Okay.
and he's rich.
Oh, I see where this is going.
He's rich.
Yeah,
He
Um,
likes her probably, and then he's gonna try to get with her, right?
He does like her.
And he does ends up with being with her.
Does she like her?
See, this is what I mean. You put two and two together, and you.
He does like her, but she says no to him.
Why? Don't tell me. Let's go.
What the fuck? But
Don't-
okay,
don't
I'm not,
tell me,
I'm
though,
not
don't-
telling you. He's rich, right? And but the good thing, the girls are so like loving with each other, and they like so tight and so fun around everybody else. Everybody falls in love with these girls.
I just feel women,
It's
they
deep
have
though.
minds and they have souls
Really good
as well
actors,
as just
too.
hearts.
Yeah.
And they've got
Crazy
ambition
good
and they've got talent as well as just beauty. And I'm so sick of people saying that love is just all a woman is fit for. I'm so sick of it.
Wow.
But I'm so lonely.
Okay. This is amazing. This is amazing. And why I fell in love so much with these girls in the movie is because nowadays we have a lot of Instagram models. We have a lot of girls in society who want that attention by showing their sexuality, and almost like society is like giving that, putting them on a pedestal. Like a lot of men are putting them on a pedestal, which I feel like on one side it's a really good thing because actually at least they're making their own money in a way if they're making it with that attention. But what I respected so much with these women was it's so honest. Like she says,
Yeah,
I'm lonely,
they
like
say
but
what
I
they
feel so lonely.
I'm so lonely.
And they're so honest.
Yeah.
Like there's no like behind, like nowadays when you like, I get this a lot like with like women, and I see this with friends. I see this online, people saying that so much. When you text with a woman or a woman texts with you, a lot of times a guy has to wait a certain amount of time to text back so it doesn't look needy.
Right.
And like when you text back an hour, oh I'll wait an hour and a half, I can't text 2 minutes after because I look needy. And that's such a wrong conclusion that society put on this, to be like, put this, because I feel like these women will be like, I'm gonna just text back whenever I feel like it.
I intend to make my own way in the world.
And the man, if you see the man in this film, even like Lawrence, he's just like totally like open too.
I have loved you ever since I've known you, Joe. I couldn't help it.
And I love that authenticity, and I feel like our society lost that.
Yeah.
Like completely lost that. Like, and guys put women on a pedestal that are being arrogant. But on the other hand, the same way, women put guys on a pedestal that being arrogant and like, I'm not showing their true self. like they showing themselves as in a certain way that might be mysterious, but in reality they have exact same doubts in themselves, they have exact emotions, and they have troubles, challenges, but they don't show it just to portray a certain picture. And I feel like everybody lives another life that they are not themselves. Like they don't live their own life. And in the end they're gonna die not living their own life. And maybe they poor, right? But at least they had also this bond together, these 4 girls, they would have done anything for each other. And I don't see that nowadays. I don't see it even like sometimes with siblings. And I definitely don't see it with friends, especially here in LA. I don't see people like actually being like loving each other and being loyal to each other and like seeing each other as family and willing to give each other food.
I think that there's
from
like
the table.
you're out there. It's just not. It's just a minority. Like
Yes.
people like you're out here, you know. But there's not a lot of people like you. You know what I mean? And I feel like you love this movie so much because you see like it speaks truth to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A part of me wants to live in that time.
Why?
Be around like maybe not live in that time, but be around those kind of people.
Oh, because I see what you're talking about.
But like what happened with women back then, of course, that was messed up.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
That they don't have their own expression.
Sure.
They have to
History,
marry like. But these women did it right, and they didn't let society affect them.
Yeah.
And they've got ambition, and they've got talent, as well as just beauty.
We're like, oh, you have to get the money because she's the aunt, and she tells them all 4. There's no hope for 3 of you because they didn't marry. Like you're the last one. You have to marry rich.
Joe is a lost cause. So you are your family's hope now.
You know?
Yeah.
That makes, because then we are gonna just be bored.
And this type of shit is kind of happening.
It's happening today.
Yeah, so
it's happening.
In some places, like some different cultures are like that.
Even in this culture.
Yeah, for sure.
Girls go for guys with rich or with fame. It happens with fame nowadays. You know, like girls go for guys with fame because
or money.
Because they're not in their hearts anymore. If people aren't in their hearts anymore, they're in their minds.
It's like I need somebody. Like I need somebody to cater to my wants and needs, but. It's not like, there's not a lot of independent women, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of people that are like, yo.
Like who think for themselves.
Like, yeah.
There's independent women where they're financially independent. Like those Instagram models with 3 million followers, they make millions a year. Not a lot of women who are independent of their own thought processes.
Yeah.
They let society tell them a guy with fame is more important. No, both is nice. But like, what's your heart really calling? They're not connected to their hearts.
Yeah, I feel you. They just want like the attention and they want validation and stuff like that. So,
from society.
Yeah, exactly. I know where you're coming from.
Josephine! Yes, dear.
Josephine, that's her name?
You stopped
Joey.
breathing, Belsham. I'm sorry.
Who's that, the grandma?
She's a rich aunt.
Oh, okay.
You mind yourself, dearie. Someday you'll need me, and you'll wish you had behaved better.
Thank you, Aunt March, for your employment and your many kindnesses, but I intend to make my own way in the world.
Ooh,
oh, well,
sheesh.
no one makes their own way. Not really. Least of all a woman. You'll need to marry well.
You are not married,
Well, that's because I'm rich.
Oh, that's because your husband's rich. Is she actually rich?
She's rich.
It is a story of my life and my sister's.
Make it short and spicy. And if the main character is a girl, make sure she's married by the end.
Ow, Joe! I want to be an artist in Rome and be the best painter in the world. That's what you want too, isn't it, Joe? To be famous, right? Yes, but it sounds so crass when she says it.
My girls have a way of getting into mischief.
Oh, so do I. This is Meg, Amy, Beth, and Joe.
You guys see how the girls act with each other, are like around each other and like really love each other?
Make my own way in the world.
No one makes their own way. Least of all a woman. You'll need to marry well.
You are not married, Aunt.
Well, that's because I'm rich.
Joe, would you like to dance with me?
I can't because I scorched my dress. And Meg told me to keep still so no one would see it.
I have an idea of how we can manage.
Joe is a lost cause. So you are your family's hope now.
I believe we have some power over who we love. It isn't something that just happens to a person.
I think the poets might disagree.
We can leave right now. I'll sell stories. And you should be an actress and you should have a life on the stage. Just because my dreams are different than yours doesn't mean they're unimportant.
I told you ever since I've known you, Joe, I couldn't help it.
It would be a disaster if we
It would be a disaster.
We'd be miserable.
So we would be a perfect team.
I can't. new play written by Miss Jo Marsh. Women, they have minds and they have souls as well as just hearts. I want to be great or nothing. And they've got ambition and they've got talent as well as just beauty. I'm so sick of people saying that love is just all a woman is fit for. I'm so sick of it.
Cool title, I think.
Who does she marry?
I'll definitely check this out. It's really good.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
So what do you guys like think?
What
do you guys feel?
I think
you watched it.
I think the writer of this movie or whoever wrote this, because this just came
It's a
out.
book.
Right? It's a book.
Yeah, but movies have been made before. There have been I think 2 movies made before.
2019 though, right?
This came out like Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the fact that it came out now,
it's out now,
means that whoever wrote this has a message that he wants to put out. Because this is obviously an old setting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely a message behind it. I think it's dope. I think if we watch it, we'll definitely enjoy it. You know, I think it's cool.
It inspired me a lot because it makes me want to live more authentically because I see how society affected me a lot, where it made me be like, oh, I have to like be successful on YouTube. I have to do this. I have to do that. But I realized I just want to be myself, real.
That's all it is.
You know, and I'd rather like die poor, but real, and like with like joy in my heart, than like do something that makes me like die a little bit in me. You know.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep. I like that. Yeah, just keep it real. You know what I mean?
And I want to get one of those girls. Like not the actresses, of course.
Like,
but
yeah, somebody with that type of heart.
Yeah, with that type of heart.
Yeah, you need that in your life.
I was so impressed.
For sure.
I was so impressed by the relationship of the 4 girls. How like they just like
you're real all around.
They treated each other as if the other person is them.
Done.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Like literally, they would like see the needs of the other person as their own needs, and that's amazing. This is the first time that I intellectualized that, actually, because I was just, when you see something, it just like touches you, but sometimes you don't like it all the way. It doesn't come to your mind, to your conscious, to your heart. That changed me. How I'm not gonna do, because I used to do like also the texting where like, oh yeah, it's better if I like just wait, and literally, I've been like, even with girls I'm talking to now, I've been just like writing whatever. And like when people say also, hey, you can, if they do 2 sentences or 1 sentence, you cannot write back more the big paragraph or like a huge paragraph. I write big paragraph. I don't care anymore. I'm just like, if you don't like me for me, then you don't like me at all. And like,
I'll find one of them.
Yes.
To like me.
I mean, yes. I just like be myself until, because if I'm not myself, then someone will love me for not being myself. But I want to like be myself, so people love me for myself.
Yeah. For sure, bro.
Yeah.
That's all it is, really.
Cool. It's really cool, right?
Yeah.
This is different because most guys, I would like probably tell this. Also, they would be like, I can't watch a movie
like this.
Yeah.
Why?
Like there's so many like guys like
there's good reasons to watch this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you want to learn something, it's in a
like yesterday in the movie theater. I was the only it was a late show and it was only 2 girls in there and it was me in there.
Oh, there wasn't a lot of people there.
It was late. It was 9 o'clock.
So that makes sense.
But it's probably like like our age. Like I don't know if there's a lot of guys like being so connected to, being so conscious that see this is outside of our society's thinking. You know. And I'm just like,
you're just part of the minority. That's it. Simple.
I just think society brainwashed people, and we have to like find our own way.
Yeah, but not that many people think like you, so we can't change it. We just gotta fucking find the minority.
But if I put this out, maybe like people are like,
not everybody. The fuck,
not the whole world. Not the whole world.
That's what I'm trying to say.
There's some people like watching maybe who are like,
some people will relate to you.
I could do my own thing. I don't have to listen to.
I intend to make my own way in the world.
Is there any way you like to end this?
Yo, no, look.
The camera's about to die.
Oh, okay.
And then
it's about to die.
Wait, I have to. I can't just like say something that I like.
You don't like the video.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I hope this inspired you guys as much as it inspired me. I know they got inspired.
Sure.
And I hope this like made you guys think about that society is not the ultra norm, and you can like make your own thoughts and be inspired by these women who like act their own way and act by their own morals and values. And that's actually the most important. I don't need a crazy outro. That's the most important thing for me, for you guys to understand.
For sure.
And with that said, peace.
Peace.
Okay.
Is there like a certain way you do your intros?
No, we're just gonna like improv it, and you guys can say whatever you want to say. I don't expect anything. Just be like, I mean, be honest, just be real, like how you feel.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite movies ever,
Really?
and it has a lot of heart. But at least they had also this bond together. These 4 girls, they would have done anything for each other, and I don't see that nowadays. I don't see it even like sometimes with siblings. And I definitely don't see it with friends, you know, and I'd rather like die poor but real and like with like joy in my heart than like do something that makes me like die a little bit in me, you know.